tower block of views, and this time another epic building being pulled down. A lovely bit of 60s architecture, nice and brutalist, and what's happening to it? Once again, pulled down, modern piece of shit will be built in this place. So let's take a look around it while it's still here. So here we are on scaffolding, and let's get into it. And here we are. And here we are inside. Not sure what this area is, looks like a shop or something. So this is not what I expected. I don't know if this is like a shop. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be some sort of shop level because I've got a disabled toilet. There's a dog. Hello, fox. So this is a mezzanine floor. The shops that are now all empty. This bit's obviously all being pulled down. We go through here. And here's a staircase. Can you see anyone? The windows, and here's a replacement, so it's like the original windows. Through here, got another toilet. Got glass that might contain asbestos, and here's the toilets. And along we go to 2 lifts. And those windows and doors are unusual. Let's open them up and take a look. Here's your lift. And hydraulic. These ones literally just go up to a shop level. They don't even go up to a flat. So these ones just go from ground floor up to a slight mezzanine shop. That's all they go. They don't go anywhere else. Big side chassis over there. Everything else is on an overhang. Actually, no, it's not actually, because the metalwork's quite strong, but there's not much to it. It's quite a simple lift. These shops feel so weird, because I never realised this tower actually had a shops floor. Stairs going down. Where are the main lifts to the flats? Still haven't found them yet. Actually, there must be in that bit. Oh, there's no asbestos. Stairs going down. CCTV and server room. Phone switchboard. Yeah, that's CCTV or camera say or fibre optic link. And here you've got more telephones. And if we go up here, ground floor, they've got water that's on. I don't know if that's damped down asbestos or if someone's forgot to turn their water off. The lift's on. What the fuck? Is it pumping? Okay, the Thames Valley 90s model. Lots of relays. That switch there is what you get on German lifts. I've never seen that in an English lift. Never seen that switch ever before on an English lift. Let's go and take a look at what lifts look like inside the lift. Let's take a look. Just ground and 1. Alarm doesn't work. Apex lift. Ugh. That's weird. Here's a downstairs room. And up here is the boiler room. Oh, look at this boiler room. This looks very interesting. Okay. Oh, this goes on for ages. How long does this boiler room go on for? It goes on for a very long way. More boilers. Big boiler. Another big boiler. And up here, another one. And that is the end. Wow. It's a massive boiler room. Nice they've got a boiler for the whole thing. And a lot of these places, all the residents have to have individual boilers, which is so bad. But at least this has its own boiler room. Oh, there's another one. 4 boilers. And there's the control panel for the boiler. And you got here. Fuse panel. Here you've got pumps. Another panel. VF drive. And down here. Oh, there's even more stuff down here. This place is massive. Loads and loads of pipes. Oh, those look nice and old. Those are original. Very nice. That old transformer. Oh, look at that. This room is so interesting. Look, so much stuff. Thing there, spraying water on the rubble to keep the dust down. It says exit and lifts. And here's the epic architecture, all knocked down into rubble. Generator. Oh, this is so depressing seeing it like this. And here we have the lifts up the building, which look like a load of rubble. Oh no, what have they done? So, let's see if we can find some stairs and head up there. That looks like the maintenance of a lift cable. And as all the stairs seem to be demolished, the only way up is the scaffolding stairs. So up the scaffolding stairs we go. Let's see if we can get into the flats. Here we are, up at the flats level. So let's take a look around. Here's where someone used to live. That's their old kitchen sink. That's their toilet and bath. And if we go through here into the danger exclusion zone, keep out, but hey, that's not going to keep us out. We go up here, got nice original window. Then here's the lifts. Why the fuck have they knocked down the lifts first? Lifts are the most interesting thing, and they're gone. Fuse panel with all the fuses missing. And there's some more flats. So, original tiles. So let's head upwards. Up we go. And here's the next layer of flats. Asbestos works, complete. And let's go right up to the very top. And we're now arriving at the top floor. It's very nice 1960s concrete. And if we come up here, we're right up at the very top of the building. And this demolition is like nothing else I've ever seen. Normally, they start at the end and start demolishing it. I've never seen it like I said, demolishing floor at a time. They're literally demolishing one floor, when that's complete, they demolish the next floor. So this probably used to be a lot taller. There's your floor, and this is where they've demolished it. So one floor at a time, once they've finished clearing this bit, they'll knock down this concrete, but now clear the next bit. Another really nice 1960s building, just all demolished. Here we have a digger. Here is the digger, which is being used to destroy the awesome architecture. And that, I assume, is how you drive a digger. This has got a carabiner here, because my friend wants to do some abseiling off the building. And here we have two more machines. This one and this digger, horribly destroying the awesome architecture. What a horrible machine. I'm sure it's meant to have a door up front, but the door's missing. Here's the machine. And there's the other digger. And up here, got a hoist. There's your other buildings, and that one doesn't look like demolition started, meaning that one will be much more interesting. But first we've got this building and that little one to see. Oh, before we continue, it's abseiling time! Building sites are the ultimate playgrounds. Where else can you have all this fun with abseiling, scaffolding and everything? It is abseiling time! No, it's not really abseiling, it's more like just swinging off a building site time. This is the ultimate way to have fun on a building site. Down the grounders. Who is he? And here we are around the other side, propping it up, because they're demolishing the internal walls, I think. And if we look down there, you can see all the way down. Here we have some original glass, got in there, and original door. Oh, this is interesting. This floor doesn't look like flats, or is it? No, offices or something. This entire building's not all flats. Very interesting. Look at that original door. Got a very nice streets and sky look to this section. Climbing up the wall of that building. Nice to know that 60s architecture is good for squirrels. And that's where moving asbestos. Security's over there. So here we have a rubble mountain. Security's guaranteed to see us as we pass this bit. Amazingly, security has not seen us. That bit's in the process of being demolished. This bit's in the process of having its asbestos removed. And that bit hasn't yet been touched. So now we're going to this bit. Some nice ramps. Nice unusual bit to its architecture. And along we go into this building. And amazingly, security didn't see us. I don't know how he didn't see us, but he didn't. Oh, this looks interesting. A wooden staircase. Because there's someone's flat. It's not concrete. Most of these old 60s blocks have concrete staircases, even within the flats. But in this one, it's wooden in the flats. There's security out there. Hopefully he doesn't see us. Here's an old sink. There's a toilet, and this masonette has got another floor to it. And here we are at the top floor. Kitchen. You can see it used to be a fridge freezer there. Very old looking cupboard. Old looking light fixture. Security's down there. Here's this building. Shall we go into this one? Look at that wallpaper. You can see this is a very sort of old person's wallpaper. This looks a bit like how my nan had her house decorated. Sort of old person-ish. This, I think, is a different flat. Oh, we've got an up maisonette. Then over here, separate maisonette, but this one's a down maisonette. So you've got this typical Streets in the Sky style architecture with intertwined maisonettes, which is one of my favourite styles of architecture. And it's being turned into rubble. How could they? So on this down maisonette, if we look downstairs, the layout will probably be fairly similar to the up maisonette. Here's the lower floor for down maisonette. A down maisonette is not quite as big. The up maisonette is definitely slightly bigger because of the floor plan. We've got this sort of 70s looking wallpaper. And we've got another bit there, which I think is the same style of architecture. So you can see you've got ground floor, which is garages. Floor 1's the bottom floor of the down maisonette. Floor 2's like your podium. Floor 3's the lower floor of the upper maisonette. And the floor 4 is the upper floor of the upper maisonette. So come out here, and we've got this very nice Streets in the Sky style. Nice old 70s tiling. Very Streets in the Sky looking. Got 100-volt lights, that's their building site electrics, because the main electrics is all switched off. And over there you've got more of a piece of the same maisonette design. Actually no, this one's only an up maisonette, there's no down maisonette on this one. So there's very much is an intertwined style of layout. Got graffiti there. This one 39 and 40. And one of them is an up maisonette, and the other one is a down maisonette. Here we have, a little area in the middle. Is this where the lift is? No, you've got an up maisonette there, and that's the stairway out. No, there's no lift, because it's not high enough, I don't think. This one's still got the door, 48. I think that one there is 49. That's a typical layout, but one before had 3 front doors. How can there have 3 front doors? There are 3 front doors to this one. Okay, this is more like a flattish design, because that one goes up. Yeah, that one goes up. That one goes down. But this is like a very small flat, because this is only on the floor. This one's not a maisonette, it's just a flat. This is a very, very small flat. And that's posted on the wall. Little area. This is like a 1-bedroom flat, it's tiny. Every single flat and maisonette is a different shape and size so far. There hasn't been any repeats. Here you have 58, 57. That's more of a typical design. No, again, this one only goes down. They've changed the design again. This one, you've got 3 on this one. So again, you've got one is an up maisonette, one is a flat on the floor below, and one's a flat, like a very small flat, on the floor itself. Maybe individually configure them to how big a family wants to live there. So then they individually configured the flats as they built it. That might be why there's so much variation. And there you've got the very nice architecture. Now we go along to the bigger block at the end, and this one, as far as I know, completely untouched. They haven't even started demolition work on it. And there's a ladder going all the way up to the roof of this building, but sadly the bottom bit of the ladder is missing. Nice old staircase. Would be nice if it had a lift, but oh well, it doesn't. This room, hope that's not got any asbestos in it. Looks like it's a little hidden secret room. You can see the typical sort of Streets in the Sky style bridge. It's very typical of these style of estates and looks really nice. And every time I look at rubble, it makes me feel depressed. Nice Streets in the Sky, and it gets turned into that. The way of intertwining these flats is so unusual. That's floor 2, the podium floor. This is one of the down masonettes, but some of these masonettes also have a ground floor entrance. So some of these masonettes you can get into both on the ground floor and on the podium level. So it really is a really unusual way of intertwined masonettes. It's so interesting. They often divide them up depending on how big the families are. Now climbed over this fence to this building. Let's take a look at this building. Chiltern 1 to 172. Let's take a look. And here are the lifts. Let's hope they're still on. Still on, still on, still on. No, they're off. Oh, no. They're still on. Yes. And it worked. So we can go up. Tested the lift first, the lift about a building. So you had to just test it before we got in it. Got there, some secret area. The layout's so weird. The bottom car floors of these blocks are not actually flats, they're like offices. It's really, really unusual and so interesting. There's your staircase. Go through here. Original glass. Looks very nice. 60s, very glossy. Look at this, that's just very nice. And here we are back at the lifts. Looks very empty in this bit. Nice classic block. And we've got more blocks over there. Those ones, I think people are still living in those. So starting at the west side first and slowly demolishing all of it. Water dripping off the block. Obviously they don't maintain it because it's about to be pulled down. And have this very classic bit of metal, looks very tower block like. Back to the lifts again. So there's pipes in the lift shaft. And there's your lift. No chance.
Oh, they just covered over.
Oh yes.
Excellent work.
DC Post Lacey. There's still people living in this bit. I think, I'm not sure. I could open it on 8 and it was easy.
Washing machine services.
But there must be a couple of residents up here still.
Inspection.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit
One
dodgy.
floor, there'll be one that's not boarded.
We really do not trust this lift.
It's a shame it's boarded up every single flat.
Yeah, it would be nice to go in them.
We're going to the other building yet.
This is floor 10. We've just surfed the lift up here. This is really scary, but this is what floor 10 looks like. All the flats have boarded up. This is due for demolition, but a lift is still on for a moment. No, multi-lock.
Oh, yes.
Multi-lock with...
Well, we can look at the apartments, mate. No one's been up here for ages.
Surfed these lifts up to floor 10 from floor 8 because the door's locked, we couldn't get through it. We've walked upstairs to floor 12. This is really scary, and this is what floor 12 looks like. It's completely abandoned and no one can get up here. Come on, pigeons. I'm not here to hurt you, I just want to have a look. No. No, it's locked. No chance it's locked that way. Nothing in there. So now you've looked at the abandoned part, we're now going to go up here and look at the in-use parts. So then, that's the abandoned bit that we're just in. And this is a bit of the Streets in the Sky section that is still in use. You've got these bits here, go through to the other side of the building, these big arches. You've got the 5-floor layout, again with maisonettes going between all 5 floors. This block here, which is slightly different style Streets in the Sky. A slightly different look to it. It's very run down, they're kicking out all the residents as we speak. Different layout, because it's got the same masonette layout, but it goes a lot higher, so there must be some upper floors to this. A lift. Actually, you would have thought this was the abandoned bit. It looks just as run down as the abandoned bit.
That weed?
Oh, it's disgusting. So this is the 6th floor, and this looks very similar to the abandoned bit. The only difference is you can actually see the flats, because they haven't boarded them up. Other than that, it's very, very similar to the abandoned bit. So in this block, 4 lifts, only 1 lift works. That's really bad. These are so run down. They're knocking down a whole lot and they're trucking everyone out slowly. They've stopped maintaining it. It's in a really bad state. So here's another bit, and this is some garages underneath the Streets in the Sky building. These garages are not in use and look very empty. Here we have a nice ramp, very nice 1960s style Streets in the Sky, made of concrete and looks very nice. Here's another section. This is part of the in use section. The abandoned section is down there. And you've got this interesting bit of window just there, looking quite creepy. And now we're going to go along to that bigger section. Bit different, it's got this weird ramp. This block here is a bit different, because it's got this weird ramp going up it. That block there, oh, that looks like some Streets in the Sky, go to that next. And it's a car park. Okay, this is creepy up here.
Is that welding? Yeah.
They like welding all their stuff shut, don't they, in this block? Let's take a look at this in-use building.
This in-use building is better.
Aylesbury Learning Centre. wonder if this one's... This bit over here is different. That's later. That's a later build. It's got a slopey roof. That's different. Right, we're going to have to look at that one. Of course, Suffolk Council are horrible. Worst council in London, easily the worst. And so here's a model. And this is like the abandoned section. Looks very similar, but it's not boarded up. People are still living here. They haven't been kicked out yet. They're starting at the westmost block first. But in a matter of a year, maybe, everyone will be kicked out of this block probably. And yet again, another Streets in the Sky will be lost.
If you
And down here, these smaller blocks are different. They've got slopey roofs. They're the only ones that got slopey roofs. Yeah. So over here, we've got a building a bit different, a bit later. This one has a slopey roof. So that's the building we were just at. Over here, this is a slight new one with a slopey roof. Streets in the Sky, so we can see it's a bit dark. There is like a Streets in the Sky section. Got a really nice concrete look to it. And I think this is the last block we're going to look at. Here we have... Okay, we can't go down.
Wait a minute, why can you go up that way but not up that way?
That is just odd. That's why I don't get about Southwark. I don't get about Southwark. They have so many secret areas, but often they're all welded shut. You just can't get through them.
Yeah, look at this door up here.
Southwark councils are awful. One, they use a different key to all the other councils. Two, they weld their door shut rather than lock them shut, and we can't get through. It's so annoying. I hate Southwark Council. Every secret area they have welded shut. It ruins it. Oh, this one's open. Okay. Here's a little secret area. Oh, that looks so... And we've got another door to go up here. And once again, well done, Southwark. It's a multi-lock. We love Southwark, don't we? Old-looking door. Look at how old that door is. That leads out to the flats. Actually, this one's different from the others. Look at this. Look at that window design. That's different from all the others.
Welded shut.
Well, your flat welded shut. And look, it's got the three masonette design. You've got one masonette there, so down that's your masonette on this floor, that's your up masonette, and that's your down masonette. I don't get Southwark.
I tend to be kicked out. What should we do? Well, the door shut.
I don't like Southwark. I do not like their way of doing things. So there you've got your up masonette, and there's your down masonette. Again, another one is welded. That's another one with three masonettes on that entrance. The next one, if I'm correct, will have two masonettes. Yeah, but that one has two masonettes on that entrance. So we kind of get the layout for this one. One welded shut. Oh, Southwark are weird.
Welded shut.
Oh, again, another one. Oh, we can get to lifts. A bit boring.
Oh my god, they're working.
No way. It's Southwark. They both work. No. And out here we have the staircase. And let's take a look. Multi-lock.
Because you were telling me all them residents all live on that one floor. That's a bit coincidental, don't you think?
There's one or two people still live there. So scary. Oh, it's creeped me out if I lived there.
Because you're authorised. You won't get told off by security.
No, it creeped me out. I couldn't live there with just me.
I love it.
Not with loads of other people. You don't know who would be hanging around that block. You get all the druggies coming. Just as a comparison, here's a new estate near to the old estate, which we just looked at. It has a concierge, so it's not council, it's private, so it's not really a good comparison. But this is a very, very different looking. Obviously, Streets in the Sky is better. That's a good walkway down there. I like that.
I like this. All this really nice LED lighting and the plants, which are real, actually, not fake shit.
I don't know. This is really nice, apart from it's not 2.5 metres a second. Nothing that ruins it for me.